stand up for what is right requires immense courage. But to support those who stand is the very bedrock of civilized society. When the state champions the welfare of its judiciary, it lends its own strength to the moral architecture of the world and validates the invisible code that keeps humanity together. Secondly, collaboration. It is important to note with gratitude that this occasion marks a real and seamless integration of efforts across the branches of government, while maintaining the sacred principle of the separation of powers. The executive, the legislature, and the judiciary have proven that they can pull in the same direction for the common good. On behalf of the judges of the Federal High Court, I express profound gratitude to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for steering this policy vision to reality. To the indefatigable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, His Excellency Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON, Life Venture, for his commitment to this laudable cause, with the able support of Dr. Maria Mahmoud, the Honorable Minister of States of the FCT, to the legislature for enabling the necessary appropriations, and to my own constituency, the judiciary, led by the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Kudera Ketere Ekun, GC, ON, for championing the welfare of judges who have endured these challenges for so long. In executing this project, the contractors, consultants, technicians, and artisans have demonstrated immense skill, discipline, and dedication. Without their tireless work, this milestone would not be possible, and they have our sincere gratitude. Finally, hope. It is deeply encouraging and gives immense hope to the judiciary and the nation at large to see that the welfare of career professionals is being taken seriously. This commitment allows our judicial officers to find peace and stability in their vital roles. As the Roman philosopher Seneca once wrote, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is abundantly sufficient. With a renewed sense of security and institutional support, our judiciary can rest satisfied in its independence and focus entirely on the administration of justice. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much, my Lord, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I totally agree with him that today we are not merely commissioning residential quarters. We are reaffirming a national understanding that the judiciary must remain independent, not only in principle, but in lived reality. That judicial officers deserve not only respect in words, but stability in welfare. Our next speaker understands what welfare means. She's a doctor who attends to people softly. Not just ordinary doctor, but a consultant family physician. Let me welcome her, the Honorable Minister of State for FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmoud.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably presented by our Amir, Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON. All members of the National Assembly that are here, Senate and House of Representatives, both former and serving, the Honorable Minister of FCT Barrister Ezemo Yeltsin, I'd like to thank Mr. President. My Lordship, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Honorable Justice John Kahimba Sobo Oyafak, all head of courts and justice and judges that are here, all top-ranking officials of FCT, FCD that are here with us, area council chairmen, leadership of our political parties that are here with us, members of the diplomatic corps, the contractor, royal fathers, distinguished personalities, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for me to join you again today, and also I stand to express our appreciation to everyone that has come to celebrate with us another yet tremendous achievement of this administration. We thank Almighty God for making today possible. We are witnessing official commissioning of such a major project of the quarters for the Federal High Court judges, consisting of 10 beautiful houses that you can see here. As always, permit me to express our sincere appreciation to His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and also the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, whose renewed hope agenda has continued to transform vision into reality, and also for providing such befitting infrastructure that will strengthen our judicial system. I would like to appreciate the National Assembly for their continual guidance and also their legislative synergy. We appreciate the presence of the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court of Nigeria, all the distinguished justices and judges that are here, members of the bar and bench. We appreciate you for your presence, and also we congratulate you for being the beneficiary of such a major project. We extend our gratitude to His Excellency Barrister Ezemo Yeltsin for his dedication and also a dynamic leadership always. We appreciate the contractors. We have to commend them for this wonderful job, their resilience and also professionalism. For all our distinguished esteemed guests, well-wishers, and everybody that has come to celebrate this achievement with us, we say thank you for your continuous support and motivation. I will commission this project to you, and these keys are submitted or handed over. May this building provide comfort for our judges, may it strengthen our justice system and serve as a symbol of integrity, hope, and promise that law become the guardian of our democracy. I thank you all for coming. May God bless everyone of us.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am going to introduce our next speaker very differently. All over the world, a festival is going on right now. Mexico, Canada, and the United States, the FIFA World Cup. There are a few personalities in the world of football that have his place. If you talk about strategy and tactics, about running governance, then he is the Pep Guardiola of the Rainbow Coalition. Gianni Infantino is the FIFA president. So you can also call this man the Gianni Infantino of PDP. Sir Alex Ferguson is considered one of the greatest managers of all time. This man could be called Sir Alex Ferguson of the Democratic FC. But once in a while, he moves away from policy and management, and he removes his suit, laces his Adidas boots, and plays. And when he does, he scores a lot of goals. So we could call him the Victor Osimhen of Project FC. So without much ado, let me welcome here the man who exhibits the same quality as a beautiful game of football. Please welcome the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Chief Barrister Eze-Nwon Nyesom-Wike.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, ably represented by Senator Kassim Shettima, the Vice President, Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger. The distinguished senators here, particularly Senator Olwero Yusuf and Senator Abum Jaribet, the Honorable Minister of State, FCT, my Lord, the Chief Judge for the Federal High Court, and your brother judges who are here, our dear leaders, the Monday secretaries, permanent secretaries of the FCT that are here. Your Excellency, Mr. President, let me, with a kind permission, sometimes we are delighted and happy when we see prominent Nigerians who appreciate the good works of Mr. President and always come to give support, appreciating, yes indeed, Mr. President is doing well. Let me therefore especially recognize the former national president of the most important association in Nigeria, Nigerian Bar Association, who also former chairman of the Body of Ventures, former chairman, Council of Legal Education, and by the grace of God, the Ambassador Designate to the Republic of Ireland, always a Chukwujeka Joe Okocha, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Your Excellency, where we come from, the traditional rulers, they are very influential in our daily life, influential in where we walk. I would like to recognize those who laid the foundation for some of us to use the ladder to climb where we are today. My dear brother, the political bulldozer of Rivers State, even though he has abandoned politics and now a traditional ruler. They called him sergeant, but he has never been in the army. Where he got the name sergeant, I do not know. But thank God, the military is not prosecuting him for answering a sergeant without being to the army. Sergeant Chidi, I would say, the primary ruler of Benin. Excellency, like you said, you know, there are those who fought for the Niger Delta, for them to be recognized based on the fact that of what they produce, what we call the Niger Delta fighters, who, because of their struggle, the Ministry of Niger Delta was created. One of the influential traditional rulers in our time, and we are happy that he's here today to appreciate what Mr. President is doing. His Royal Highness, the Honorable of old, ancient country, Atake Michael Tom, who is also here. Senator Philip Tanimaduda and the leaders of the various political parties that are here, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. President, on behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, let me join my dear sister, the Minister of State, to thank you and also welcome you. Today is the 6th of the 31 days earmarked for commissioning of projects celebrating the anniversary of Mr. President's historic anniversary. And your administration is indeed, this is history, that your administration is taking out 31 days to let the world know what you have done in the Federal Capital Territory. Yesterday, we commissioned the 10 judges' quarters for the Court of Appeal. Today, we're here for the Federal High Court. July 7, precisely, will be doing that of the FCT High Court, which has the highest number, as 20, but all the same standard. I'm sure the judges of the Federal High Court, even though I do not know whether they have taken a look by going inside, but I do know I pity the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, how he's going to allocate these houses, looking to the faces of the judges. I'm sure most of them must have converted their prayer warriors to make sure that the Chief Judge also include them here. Anything that is good is good. Nobody that will come here, no matter how wicked you are, no matter how unappreciative you are, you will say, Mr. President, we thank you for doing this. Again, it's also to understand how Mr. President feels, what he thinks about the judiciary, how the judiciary should be independent. But it cannot be independent when you cannot talk about giving them a befitting environment to work, improving their welfare. These are things that will make the independence of the judiciary and uphold the rule of law. We are very happy that we are part of this administration that changing the narrative. I sincerely thank you for giving us the opportunity. Excellency, I pity the Acting Executive Secretary and the staff of the FCDA. You know, working with me is very difficult, very, very difficult, because you really have to show that you have the capacity to deliver. The contractor has said so. I think if I've not been here, I've been here more than 20 times supervising this project and letting him know that if you collect our money during the rainy season, you must also work during the rainy season. No excuses of, oh, it was raining. If you know you will collect our money and you will work, keep our money. Then during Ramadan, during dry season, we can pay you the money. So I was coming here, there's nothing like it's raining. I said, you can also empower those who say they are rain doctors. Go and bring them. Let there be no rain. I'm happy this project is completed within the time schedule. But I will appeal to the Chief Judge of the Federal Court. This the federal government has provided, but I believe that when we come back here in the next 1 year, it will still look like this. You know, we have problem, a culture of not having culture of maintenance culture. Most people say it's lacking enough. I don't want to believe so. I believe that if you have your own private house, the way you keep your private house is the way you keep wherever you are staying. It's very important that we keep the standard the way it is. I'm sure that we'll be happy when we come back here next 1 year. Luckily for us, the contractor has 6 months to maintain the structure before he finally leaves. I'll be glad that when Your Excellency comes here next time, you will see that it takes the same look. Your Excellency, yesterday we flagged off the construction of the Industrial Court Judges' Quarters and that of the Code of Conduct Tribunal. That is looking by the left side and the right side of those who are there. The Code of Conduct Tribunal will have theirs there, while the judges of the Industrial Court will have their own over there. And that will be completed latest January 2027. That assurance we have given the same standard, And Your Excellency, let me say this. When we came here looking for land where we construct judges' quarter, there was no road around this area. But last year, Mr. President commissioned all the roads within this Caterpillar. This land belongs to Julius Berger PLC. And when I looked at the record, 15 years ago they were given the property and there was no development. And I said, well, we want to build judges' quarters. So giving you this land for 15 years, no development, we take back our land. And all over the social media, they were calling me land grabber, land grabber. I didn't bother myself. I know where I was going to. And because any politician that would not be called any name, they are not a politician. Part of those land grabbing is where we are today. So that people will know that I did not grab any land, that I'm doing the work I was supposed to do. All around this area, I have told the ESFCDA that these areas will be named Judges Zone. We have acquired every property around here. We don't want any other person to stay within this facility. There are those who do it over 2-3 stories. I told them to bring it down, pay them compensation, but I don't want a situation where you are saying the top floor, overlooking where judges are living, and the judge is going out, you now begin to call the people, he or she is coming out at that particular time. We have to protect and give security to them. We're also building a police station here, so as to be protected very well. So we think it's not just giving them houses, security is also important. I believe that with this, we should be doing our work, and I thank you for the opportunity you have given to us. On this note, sir, I invite you to talk to us and commission the project. Thank you and God bless you.
Kindly take your seats, please. The Senator representing Rivers East Senatorial District and Chairman, Senate Committee on Works, Senator Orwell here joining us. The Senator representing Cross River North Senatorial District and Chairman, Senate Committee on Gas, Senator Jarigbe Agwom Jarigbe. The Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON. The Honorable Minister of State for the FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmoud Bonkure. Your Lordship, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court of Nigeria, Honorable Justice John Tahemba Soho, and other Federal High Court judges present here. But I will single out for recognition my mother, Justice Binta Murtala Nyako. Heads of courts of various jurisdictions present here. My former colleagues in the National Assembly, most especially Senator Philip Sanimo Aduda and Senator Mao Ohuabonwa. The paramount ruler of Emonghua Kingdom and Chairman South House Monarchs Forum, His Royal Majesty Ebe Sergeant Chidi Awuse. The ruler and the first Amayanabo of Okiri Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Ateke Michael Tom. The Eze Enwa Baganu of the Obio Kingdom, Onuede Chukudinka Joy, SAN. A legal luminary, diplomat, our ambassador designate to Ireland, former president of the Nigeria Bar Association and founder of Kocha and Okocha Law Firm, live member of Audio Benches and former chairman, Council of Legal Education, 2020-2026. Our Deputy National Chairman, South-South, Victor Giadom, and the APC National Publicity Secretary, Barrister Felix Moka. I want to weaponize the Acting Secretary of the FCDA, Engineer Johanna Douda, to recognize and appreciate the leadership of the FCDA and area councils, the Managing Director of Detailed Sugar Development Nigeria Limited, Architect Afo Adapoi, Captains of Industry present here, senior government officials, members of the fourth estate of the Rim, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am immensely proud to stand before you today in Katante district of the Federal Capital City to commission these recently completed 10 residential accommodations for judges of the Federal High Court. The initiative for which we are gathered here today to celebrate is a testament to what vision, political will, and rigorous execution can achieve. We are here not just to commission buildings, but to fortify a vital pillar of our democracy, the judiciary. When we embarked on the Renewed Hope agenda, we made a sacred covenant with the Nigerian people. We promised to build institutional trust, secure our nation, and ensure that the rule of law is neither compromised nor delayed. Today, with the official commissioning of these 10 housing units for judges of the Federal High Court, we are taking a definitive physical step towards fulfilling that promise. For too long, we have talked about the independence of the judiciary in abstract terms. But independent thought requires an independent and secure environment. You cannot expect judges to dispense justice without fear or favor. If their basic comfort, security, and peace of mind are left to chance. True judicial independence is built on the dignity of our judicial officers. By providing this state-of-the-art residential quarters, we are ensuring that our Federal High Court judges operate from a place of security, comfort, and utmost dignity. This project is a deliberate shield against vulnerability, a statement that Nigeria values those who interpret her laws. At this juncture, I must pause to salute the tireless, dynamic, and unapologetically focused Honorable Minister of the FCT, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike. When I gave Minister Wike the assignment to transform Abuja into a world-class city, I knew his capacity to deliver. Nyesom Wike, you have not disappointed me. From fixing critical road networks to ensuring the timely completion of projects like these judges' quarters, you have proven that performance is the only currency that matters in public service. I also extend my deep appreciation to the leadership of the judiciary. The collaboration between the executive and the judiciary under this administration remains a proud example of intergovernmental harmony for the collective good of our people. To our lordships who will occupy these quarters, this country looks up to you. The Renewed Hope agenda is anchored on equity and justice. As we provide the infrastructure to make your lives easier, we ask in return for an unwavering commitment to the swift, fair, and transparent dispensation of justice. Let these homes be centers of deep reflection, integrity, and honor. Let the judgments that emanate from your minds continue to strengthen the fabric of our democracy. Your Excellencies, my lords, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Abuja is changing. Nigeria is changing. The reforms we are putting in place across all sectors might require patience, but the fruits are beginning to show. We will not relent until every sector, be it justice, infrastructure, economy, or security, reflect the implications of our nation. On this one, on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it is now my great honor and privilege to officially commission the 10 units of credit for the Federal High Court judges here in the position in the glory of God and for the service of humanity and justice in Nigeria. Thank you all.
Okay, okay.
Sorry, sir. And the teachers of the Federal High Court. Follow me inside.
My singular honor, whoever commissioned these beautiful poems, told by the Ministry of the Federal Capital Territory as Federal High Court Police on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, decided to vote humanity and justice. Then discussions on the Federal High Court judges and Fed District Abuja Commission by His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu DCFR, President Wednesday, 17th June 2026.
Only one person. I follow them now. Are we off now? Only one person allowed to enter. I'm taking my direct to the motor.
The national anthem, please. the national anthem. Short reception for the judges that are here and members of the minister's entourage in a hall down there. Only the special guests, no journalists, no camera, no press.
See